Hey guys, and welcome to this very spontaneous little video. I'm in Rome right now doing a solo trip and I'm also vlogging, so I don't know if the video is already up or if it will come in the next weeks. Definitely stay tuned for that. And I really wanted to talk to you guys about solo traveling because this is actually my second solo trip now. My first solo trip was to Prague a couple of weeks ago over Easter, and I didn't vlog it and I didn't really talk about it either. So I decided that I wanted to tell you guys about my experience there, since that was my first solo trip ever, also as a kind of introverted person who was very scared of that. That was very much out of my comfort zone, but I learned a lot from that trip. So I just got ready, and meanwhile I told you guys about my experience there and what struggles I had and what I learned from it. So yeah, I really hope you enjoy the video and stay tuned also for the Rome vlog. A few weeks ago over Easter I did a very spontaneous solo trip to Prague. And that was my first ever, solo traveling experience. I always wanted to do it because I saw everyone on TikTok doing it, and I met so many people who solo traveled around Europe and Asia and South America, and I always thought oh my god, that's so cool. I've traveled with a partner before, I've traveled with family and friends, and I love traveling in general, but I never traveled by myself, and that always seemed so scary and so much out of my comfort zone. So I was let's do it, let's try it. The thing that I was scared of the most was being in a hostel and sleeping with strangers. That idea seemed so strange to me. But I let my friends convince me, to just try it out and do it. So I just, I stopped overthinking it and I just booked it without overanalyzing it, because otherwise I would have backed out. So I just booked it and I came there, and oh my god, I was so overwhelmed because I said, I also, for my first hostel experience, I chose the most social and party hostel there could possibly be, probably in the entire Europe. But I was I'm gonna go full in, and yeah, so I was pretty shocked at first, and I was sleeping in a room with 10 other people, also men and women. And at first I was so overwhelmed, and my first night honestly was absolutely terrible. I kind of hate it. When I came home at night, I could literally not sleep, and I was so uncomfortable because I had these strangers next to me, and I'm how in the world does everyone do it? And I learned a couple things from that experience. First of all, solo traveling does not have to be for everyone. In that moment I thought, okay, you know what, maybe it's just not for me. I'm a more introverted person, I also like my clean space and my own private space. So I was okay, you know what, maybe solo traveling is just not for me, and that's okay. I still want to give solo traveling a shot, and in the end I love my solo trip, but I'm gonna talk more about that in a second. But I just want to say, it does not have to be for everyone, and that's okay. Lesson number 2, just give it time. That was my first night. My second night and my third night looked very differently. I was feeling much better, much more comfortable. So, just because you're uncomfortable in the very first moment does not mean that you have to give up on the idea yet. And which leads me to my third point. I was getting out of my comfort zone, which literally means it's not gonna be comfortable in the beginning, and I had to learn that. And I remember texting my friend at the very beginning, when I got to the hostel, and I told her, oh my god, I hate it, I don't think I can do this, how in the world did you do it? Because she solo traveled before. She's girl, chill, it's not supposed to be comfortable and easy in the beginning. That's literally the point of getting out of your comfort zone. And I just had to give it time, and eventually I got used to it a little bit. And for example, this time I'm trying something different. I'm not going to the party hostel. I'm going to a more hotel vibey hostel, where I'm in a female-only room now. So I'm trying something different. But anyway, I'm doing this to grow and to get out of my comfort zone. So I do not have to expect to be so happy and comfortable in the beginning. And I think I just had to sit with that first, to sit with the fact that I am uncomfortable right now, and that's totally okay, and that it should be like that. Otherwise, I wouldn't grow. Otherwise, I wouldn't really gain anything from this experience. So yeah, I think that's one advice that I would give to anyone who wants to start like solo traveling. And if you're scared, and if it doesn't quite feel like that comfortable and perfect in the beginning, don't give up on it yet. You know, take some time, meditate, journal, reflect on your thoughts and how you're feeling, and then it will be okay. And if not, then maybe you figured out for yourself that solo traveling might just not be for you, you know? And that's okay too. Oh, and also a huge other thing about my solo trip in Prague. When I arrived in the hostel, I already met like so many people in the very first second, because there was like a common area, like a kitchen, and everyone was like sitting there together. So I felt kind of like the pressure that I needed to socialize like right now, because everyone is sitting there, everyone's being social, so I have to be social too. And even though I wanted to kind of like, you know, go explore the city by myself, I kind of felt pressurized to just sit there and talk with people. And that made me kind of, you know, not feel so great about myself. And I mean, the whole point of solo traveling is that you don't have to be on anyone's agenda, but you're on your own. You can literally do whatever you want. You're not dependent on other people and their plans, but you can literally do whatever the frick you want. So at some point when the people that I met in the hostel were like, okay, let's get lunch together, I was like, actually, I'm gonna explore the city by myself now. And that was fine. And in the end, I organized my day in that way that during the day I was like exploring the city by myself, having some me time, you know, like what I actually wanted. And at night I was like socializing and going to like the parties and like the pub crawls and whatever. And that worked out perfectly for me. But if you want to also socialize during the day, meet people and, you know, go to places together in a group, then that's also fine. Hostels are the perfect way to do it. And if you don't want to party at all, that's also okay. I'm just saying that's the beautiful thing about solo traveling. You can literally do whatever you want, with whoever you want, or just by yourself. You should never feel pressured to do anything that you don't want. That's the beauty of solo traveling. And I had to also learn that. Just listen to yourself, to what you want to do in that moment. Do you want to go out? Go out. Do you want to meet new people? Meet new people. If you want to be by yourself for the entire time of your trip, do that. You can do whatever you want. So yeah, in the end, I figured out a lot of things during my first solo trip. And I'd say in the end, I absolutely loved it. I had really, really, really great time, even though I was super uncomfortable and sad and freaked out and stressed on the first day. Everything, you know, fell into place. I learned a lot and I really wanted to do it again. And that's why I'm here now in Rome. So if you're seeing this, you should watch my Rome vlog next and follow my channel for more solo trip vlogs. And yeah, I hope you're having a great day. For more insights into my life and my trips, you should also follow my Instagram at Daytona. And I really hope you have an amazing day and have fun with your solo trips. Bye bye.